All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It's our last best of 3 of the day for the G1 League qualifiers. We are currently in Phase 1, but after today, we will move forward into Phase number 2. I'm LD of Beyond the Sub, and I'm joined here today by Pyrian Flax, and we are going to be casting Execration, which includes 3 former members, I believe, from MSI Evo GT, including Kibo and Iwi. I'm pretty sure about that, versus First Departure. So, a primarily Filipino team versus, of course, the Singaporean standouts in First Departure. I saw the draft real briefly while I was getting ready for this, and this is the team we cast yesterday, Pyrian, with the Miracle Anti-Mage, no Anti-Mage. That was banned in the first 2.
Yeah, understandable, because, well, his Anti-Mage was very strong, but now he's got Naga Siren, another strong hero. I'm looking at this, that nobody's got the sort of annoying hero. Like, all of these are good heroes. I'm looking forward to this match. I think both teams have got good team fight. I mean, First Departure, I like their setup that they've got here. They can initiate with the Naga Siren song, get everything in place. They got pushed with Tinker. On the other team, of course, they got the Bear Man, got Enigma and Magnus. Strong! Strong!
I agree. I thought you had something to follow up the strong, but you just really wanted to emphasize that. So.
Yeah, really strong. Yeah.
Really freaking strong.
The teams while they're paused?
Yeah, it's a good time to do it. So on the side of First Departure, yeah, both teams should be easy. You can do Execration. Miracle,
Thanks.
Pound Game Thrower. Maybe there's a game I missed that he threw recently. He's playing the Naga Siren. It's a suitable replacement, I suppose, for the Anti-Mage, but not going to farm and split push quite as well. 5 minutes of Courage, playing the Shadow Demon. Lubby on that support Drakir. They have Observer, Sentries, and Smoke all picked up right now. And over towards the middle lane, we have Pulsar, going to be playing the Tinker. So a really annoying lineup for First Departure. And last but not least, it's Tomorrow fucking Land. Or TMR fucking Land, playing the Darkseer.
You said pound sign game thrower? Don't you say hashtag over there? Like when you're talking about Twitter, because he's like Miracle, hashtag game thrower. Like that's the you don't call him hash flag? Hashtag?
I say pound, but I think it is technically hashtag. I don't know.
Interesting.
I just call it pound.
Let's do. What are these guys called? Execration?
Yeah, Execration.
God, I don't like that name. I've got to say straight up. It makes me think of excrement. But anyway, Sex Maybe on the Queen of Pain. XCTN Lumic. Oh no, so he's Lumic. Okay, he's got XTN tag, so he's Lumic. Xe on the Lone Druid, and they've got Limbo on the Enigma, and who else? I'm missing a dude. Here we go. BMW on the Magnus.
Yeah, I'm going to check some profiles real quickly, see if I can figure out who is who. So, while that's happening, looks like we may have some new accounts for a lot of these players, but I haven't gotten to watch this Execration team, so I have no idea what their playstyle is, and we'll just have to see. Okay, we have Chemo. Lumic is Chemo. Alright, so I at least know one of them, and that's not a picture that I really wanted to see, but there you go. Limbo.
Check this picture out now.
Let's see who Limbo is. Limbo is... Oh, it's Woots. Ah, Woots from Mineski. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that is some kind of picture that Lumic's got on his profile. Wow.
Okay. So we have EXE, which is Iwi, and then Sex Maybe, who is Necro from Dreams. Who?
So what is it with the Excretion? Is that a...
Basically... I don't know what execration means. I actually looked it up. It's kind of a cool word, but I forget what the meaning is. But I thought it was actually like a decent name when I actually looked it up. I remember because I think this team was around a while ago. I don't think it was with the same roster, but in the Philippine scene, a lot of the players are very young, even compared to other sort of esports teams and players. You know, like a lot of them are like 13 to 18, and I mean, you see a lot of roster changes in the Philippines, even more so than in other regions. So once again, the great Filipino or Pinoy reshuffle commences, and we'll see how it goes.
And off they go. I love the way when you type LOL in the chat, the heroes laugh. That's such a nice touch.
I mean, they really got into that one. That was a serious laugh there.
That was big laugh.
Like a full belly laugh.
What the lanes are gonna be. I think it's gonna be Lone Druid Disruptor bot. Well, Quap mid, obviously. I think Enigma's probably... Look at his setup. He's just got clarities. Probably going in the jungle. And he's just here to deny the first range creep for Quap mid. And you've got Magnus in the offlane solo. What's the deal with the bear? Why does it have a sword over his head like that? I always get confused about that.
Because it's out of range, so it can't actually auto-attack.
Ah. So what can it do?
It can move, and it can use recall.
Oh, okay.
You say that's it, but... It's a big deal.
It is, yeah, gosh, yeah.
Although for some reason it's not showing it anymore. I guess because it's taking damage.
Well, so if you hit it, then it can auto-attack you.
No. I don't know why it disappeared. I'm pretty sure that's... It's either that or it means that... I mean, it could... I mean, there could be an icon that means, like, you can recall it, but that's not the case, because this doesn't have recall yet. So...
Look at what they're doing to this poor bear.
I think it's
This thing is unbelievable. He's just toying with them. They ice pathed him.
It's actually working quite well. This is a very easy pull, because the issue is Shadow Demon and Jakiro don't really have much of an ability to actually gank the bear at the early levels, so it'll get the pull.
So he has pulled the creep wave. That is... I like that. What's the plan here? Just...
He's basically, like, you don't want to bring it into the tower, because then your lane's going to push. So what you do is you just get the 2 creep waves to meet, and then your Magnus can go farm them. So he gets at least level 2 off the bat. He's actually started with Empower, which maybe he plans to do some Ancient jungling. We'll have to see.
Wow. What level can you do that with Magnus, then?
Well, basically...
I mean, these are all strategies that are something I've never done. Like, I've never... Obviously, this is way beyond me, but... So he can farm the Ancients as long as you get him power?
There's like a... You need a Quelling Blade or you need a bunch of Tangos. But basically what you do if you, at the Ancients... I guess you can't see what I'm drawing, but... Basically you eat a cup... No, you can't, because we're in Dota TV.
Oh, no, yeah, of course, yeah.
Like how you said I could see it before even seeing if you could see it. Just assuming that you can. I don't know if he's planning on doing it, but basically you can eat a couple trees and then pull the Ancients right when the trees are about to respawn, because they respawn, I think it's every 5 minutes in Dota 2, after they've been destroyed, and then basically you trap one Ancient inside the trees with you, and the others are close enough that the cleave hits them. So then you can farm them, but you only take damage from one. But it's like this really...
complicated.
Yeah, it's a really gimmicky thing, and uh-oh. This is a double damage mag. He's not going to be able to get the kill, I don't think, but... Sad times for Jakiro.
Yeah, poor Jakiro. I mean, this is something they're getting farm, which is something we saw yesterday. We saw the Vengeful Spirit had a bad game because she was level 1 after quite a while into the game, and it didn't catch up. So I think it's important with the supports. You have to get levels too. Like if you just stick around and do all the supporty stuff, and then 10 minutes in you start looking for fights, and you're still only level 3 or 4. I'm not sure that strategy ever really works particularly well.
Yeah, I mean, because basically you're just a walking range creep at that point. You cast your one piddling ability and then you die.
Yeah.
So over on the bottom lane, we see Darkseer just pressuring the lane, getting a lot of farm, getting a decent amount of levels. He's already 3 at 3 minutes in. And the problem is, they're running a jungle Enigma and a support Darkseer. These heroes can do nothing to keep a or support Disruptor. They can do nothing to keep Darkseer out of the lane. And he's going to get a lot of experience as a result.
Yeah, I mean, it's as someone who plays Darkseer a lot, it's always interesting to see what people can do to you. I mean, obviously they've got the Ring of Fire from Disruptor, which can pin you in place, but it's if you can get Ion Shell and stuff, basically Lone Druid's gonna have a miserable time. Like he's got to control himself and his bear away from the Ion Shell. It's easy to hassle people in lane with Darkseer, and he's tough to catch. He's the man. Uh-oh, I thought Magnus was in trouble there.
Yeah, he'll be okay for the moment. I guess he just got the 1 point in power. Maybe it was a mistake, because he hasn't even used it yet. We'll see. I mean, Winter was talking about how it's a good ability to get mid if you're up against another melee hero, because you can just harass them and push the wave a little bit more, but obviously that's not the case here, so maybe just a misclick with the skill. Anyway, as far as the trades, we're seeing Naga trade free farm for a Lone Druid, but I mean, the big thing is that Magnus is not going to get... He shouldn't be getting as much as the Darkseer out of the lane long term. Like, he is now, but a lot of that's because the bear earlier was used top to pull the wave, and it's not going to be able to do that anymore, so I think we'll see the Darkseer start to pull ahead here. And the other thing is the Darkseer... Oh, he's looking for a first blood. Lumik's in trouble.
I think he's going to get it. Oh, nice glimpse! Oh, just missed out. Gosh, that was a good first blood. Just caught the Disruptor out. That was nice.
Yeah, he just grabbed him. That, like, the killing blow was arriving, and then right as it's done, he gets a free teleport back to the tower, basically.
Yeah, perfect. God, I think if it had been a split second earlier with the glimpse, he would have lived, but unlucky. Jakiro and Shadow Demon farming this jungle up a good bit. It's a nice combo.
Yeah, they're pretty good at killing Ancients. Or not Ancients, but creeps. Especially if you go Shadow Poison. Although he's not. He's going Soul Catcher. And the one thing we haven't really looked at all is going to be the mid lane. Queen of Pain versus Tinker. Generally a lane where if Tinker goes for Laser Rocket, he has the edge, but March doesn't really help you in the 1v1 battle versus the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
The problem is...
She doesn't have to stand in it. That's the problem.
I mean, yeah. Well, there's that, and it's also just the fact that you don't have any ability. Like, if you go laser rocket, Queen of Pain is squishy, so you drop the combo on her, she's low. Bottom lane, Darkseer surged in, could be glimpsed back right at max range. There you go. But all the way on the other side, the kinetic field's dropped. Really nice kinetic field from Kibo, and they get the kill. Revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge.
Simply not worthy.
And yeah, so Tinker going for the March build, which is going to hurt him in the lane, but makes sense because of their team composition, which is very strong split pushing with the Darkseer, the Tinker March, and then of course the Naga, who's a fantastic split pusher. They're going to go on top on the Mag. This should be a pretty easy kill. I think he doesn't have Skewer. He's already used it. He will fall. Looks like he got disrupted there. And then as he tried to skewer away or clip by the Ice Path, something like that, and he'll go down in the end. So score now, 2-1. 6 minutes into the game. Tinker's still farming pretty well, but Queen of Pain is pulling ahead slightly. Tinker doesn't really have to dominate this lane. You would like to see the Ancients getting sacked. That's something that Darkseer could be doing, but...
You have to be quiet. You have to be quiet.
You have to be quiet, period.
She was about to start screaming her head off.
Uh-oh. Well, it's okay if you need to step away for a moment.
No, it's cool, it's cool.
Our Queen of Pain dies again. Or not again, but does take a fall mid, and it's a pretty big kill. Double damager in from the Shadow Demon helps them secure it.
What is Magnus? Why is he... Oh, I see. Sorry, it's Riptide. Yeah. No, Naga Siren is not a hero I play. I play with a few people who are good with Naga Siren. You don't see her as much. She was like crazy overpowered for a while, and then you don't see her so much. Why is she falling out of favor?
Well, she got a huge nerf to her base damage. I'm trying to remember what else. I think that was the main thing. I think it was just her base damage, actually. Maybe the cooldown on one of her spells changed slightly, but the big thing was that her base damage got a massive nerf, which basically means that she can't find as many kills in the tri-lanes as she used to be able to, and she's still the same hero in the mid-game to the late game, but a lot of her strength just came from the fact that you could run her in a tri-lane and just keep on getting kills with the net. Oh, the glimpse was late there. Disruptor wanted to send this Darkseer back to base, but he actually TP'd in a lot earlier to the tier 2.
They're going to get this tower, but Jakira's coming here. I don't know if they're looking to... Well, no, they missed with the Ice Path, but... Yeah, giving up the tower. Lone Druid got it. So he's got a kill and a tower now, so he's loving life. He's got $2 grand in the bank. What's he got on the bear? Well, just the Orb of Venom and the Stout Shield, so... Yeah, he's doing well. I think they're sort of comparable farm. By the way, did we miss a kill?
No, I caught the tail end of a few. The Queen of Pain died towards the top rune earlier.
Okay. Shadow Demon's got a kill now, so I guess he was involved.
Yeah, I think he was the one who got that. Top lane, they're going to go in again. Uh-oh. Oh, that Soul Catcher missed.
The skewer... Well, what did he skewer? Oh, he skewered one of his the illusions that came out of the disruption. That was nice.
Yeah, one of those Shadow Demon illusions. So they're going for the trade, and they should be able to get the tier 1. Mag's going to try to slow this down. The rotation's coming for Queen of Pain, but looks like she'll be too late. Tower, last hit by the Dire. Miracle doesn't get it, and now he's low. Oh, they really want BMW.
Jakiro got it. Oh, that's an Invis Jakiro here. Nice setup. There's the Ice Path. Does he have Skewer? Skewer is down for a bit. There's a disruption. Going to come in with the net to follow up. He skewers away. I think they're going to dive him here. There's the net. He's in big trouble. Bye-bye, Mike.
He's pretty tanky. They really need to run.
Wow. Oh, well, Enigma, he had backup coming in. I thought they could have gone for that there myself.
If nobody came for 10 seconds, they could have, but that was a long way to dive. And they have Black Hole. This could be bad. Let's see.
Big freeze. I think Quap might get a kill here.
Going for the Jakiro. Interesting choice. Really, the Naga's the one you want, but had the Jakiro a bit closer in range. And gonna go for a blink. Scream. Dead. Not denied.
Bang. The poison.
Yeah, Shadow Demon went for the deny there, but couldn't quite get it in the end.
What I'm always confused. Like, people are always like, deny me! But there are some things you can deny and some things you can't, right? Like, there are certain spells
you can't deny Battle Hunger, for example.
Right.
It's just pretty much arbitrary which ones you can and which ones you can't.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's no rule, so I can never remember.
There is a rule with Warcraft 3, like it has to do with which spells, like every spell in Dota is based off of a Warcraft 3 spell pretty much, and
right.
which one you're based off determines which spells are deniable, but it's nothing that you would know about just randomly picking up Dota 2. It does seem very arbitrary if you haven't played Warcraft 3, and even I, having played it, can't really remember exactly what the differences are. I just know...
It's amazing how many of the design decisions are based on, like a lot of people are saying, oh, that's because of the limitations of the Warcraft 3, because it was a mod, wasn't it? The original Defense of the Ancients.
Yeah, it was. It was a custom map for Warcraft 3.
God.
So this game
And
is
that-
looking actually decent for first departure, I would say. They're slightly ahead on experience, don't be on gold, behind on experience, but the big thing is their Tinker got really fast boots of travel. He had them at like the 8-9 minute mark, which going mid and not really CSing the best, the big thing is he didn't die. And with these
Yeah.
early boots of travel and max March of the Machines, it's going to be nearly impossible for Execration to actually construct a push in the early to mid game. And Naga, Darkseer, Jakira, all these heroes are good at stopping pushes and split pushing.
Yeah, they've got problems. Especially because, I mean, this is the other thing, is if you come in with an Enigma black hole and Naga Siren sees you, she can sing and you guys can all walk away. Like, she's good at... Oh, wow. They get Miracle there pretty easy. They're going to get Magnus in return, I think. Blinks away for the Quap. So, yeah, they've got Miracle there. If they can keep doing that and keep him slowed from, stop his farm getting out of control. What's he at? 73. Holy cow. That's not bad.
Yeah, even after that death, he's still the lead farmer, but our lone druid almost has a relic. EXE is just having, or Iwi I should say, is having a whale of a time right now. And
Yeah.
Execration is playing quite strong against First Departure, who...
Darkseer almost took the bear down there. The bear was down to 100. Well, the bear's going to die, so there goes the bear. There's a 300 gold for Darkseer. That's not too shabby.
You know, I actually think that sign is for the recall being disabled, because when I saw him getting attacked, it's on, or return, I mean, being disabled. But the weird thing is it was showing up when he's level 1, before he even has return, so maybe it's just a bug.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they've started doing this thing now with the items show up on the ground, haven't they? Because I thought that was a bug, but I saw earlier on, we saw yesterday, there was a pair of boots on the ground when someone dropped a pair of boots.
I wonder if eventually they'll have a unique... Because I feel like it would get confusing if it's a unique icon for everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll only be for basic items, we'll see.
Just the ones you disassemble. Like, I mean, you wouldn't need them for everything, just the ones that you're typically going to disassemble.
Yeah, or the consumables.
Yeah.
Bears backstabbing bottom lane. They have the kinetic field. They have the glimpse. They can kill the Darkseer now, but they kinetic field glimpse there. Entangle as well. He will TP out after being entangled. Really nice reaction and an easy escape.
The entangle traveled with him with the glimpse. I thought that was interesting. Like he was entangled just as he glimpsed and ended up glimpsed, and he stayed entangled. I thought that might have been sort of because some effects he can bump people out. Like, I normally skewer people out of black holes stupidly, but.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense just in terms... Sex maybe is... Oh, he'll be okay.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, he's taunting me.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, very funny. Yeah.
Mr. Bulldog, messing with my mind. So, Lone Druid has a relic. 13 minutes in. He can go buy it.
Yeah, Enigma could get a Blink Dagger, but he's sitting on 2.5 grand. I'll be interested to see what he buys here. I always get Treads. I would Soul Ring Treads Blink Dagger, but some people say don't even bother with boots, just go straight for the Blink Dagger.
God, Glimpse is so freaking good against Darkseer. They need a root here, though. He has a mech as well. Here comes the Tinker. He's going to turn this one around. He's got the rockets. They come in, but the mech as well from the Black Hole to follow. Queen of Pain on top of it. They're all going to melt. Oh, that wasn't the mech. Sorry, that was the magic wand for the Disruptor. I was like, wait, Enigma doesn't have a mech, but no, not needed. Big turnaround.
Lovely black hole, and the cavalry turning up just in time. That was great.
And here comes the relic. So this is a pretty fast Radiance timing. Whereas Naga, Miracle not going for a Radiance. I figured he might, just based on the way First Departure is played, but he's going to Fusel Blade. This is more of a fight now item, and it's going to be interesting to see if they actually try to fight now, because the way the lineup's built, it's more of a split-pushing map control lineup. They don't really have the better 5v5 clash unless they're really far ahead in items. I mean, you're up against Black Hole RP. How can you have the better 5v5 clash?
Yeah, and I mean, you've also got, Disruptor. You can't forget Disruptor, the crazy burst damage from Quap. So, yeah, they've got great team fight. But, I mean, like I said, you've got the Naga Siren song. You've got lots of push. A ton of push. So they'll just look to push things down, split push. You can be looking for a team fight. They've got to stay as 5. What's going to happen while they're doing that? You're going to be split pushing. So, yeah, it's going to be very tough, I think, for Execration, unless they can get a really big advantage early with push for team fights and get them. Like, that was perfect. That was exactly what they needed. They just got to keep doing that.
We'll see if they can. BMW grouped up top. Grouped up with the Eidolons, I should say. His little buddies here.
He still hasn't spent his money. What's he? He's got 3 grand. You don't suppose he's getting a Radiance or something, do you?
Who?
Enigma.
Oh, Enigma? 2K.
I've seen it.
Oh,
What's he
BKB. BKB.
Oh, right. Oh, BKB. Yeah, fair enough. I just think it's funny sitting on all that money. Like I never do that. They're gonna kill the bear.
It's got relic. It can be
This tank
resummoned
is
though.
crazy.
Is under attack.
Yeah, demonic purge is really nice just for killing the bear, especially when it's squishy. Later on, it's not as helpful, but it's a pretty annoying ability.
Yep. Yeah, he's got his relic. Wow.
Demonic purge is basically good for anything. Like somehow you can use this thing like as a screwdriver, a hammer, a hacksaw. It doesn't even matter. It does it all. So
Look at this. You got Eidolons fighting Naga Siren illusions mid. This is absolutely bizarre. It looks so strange.
Tower
Where?
is under attack.
No, it was just mid. They all died, but it was basically a bunch of Eidolons fighting a bunch of Naga illusions, and Quap was just like standing there watching it. Look at this Tinker. He's just doing work.
I'm actually surprised he's so poor. I'm trying to figure out where his gold is.
I think he's just going around.
Meanwhile,
So
Sex Maybe is, well, making sweet love to the corpses here. First departure as they get caught out. Sex Maybe blinks away, trying to escape.
What did you just say?
He's owning them, is what I just said.
Oh my goodness. Well, Darkseer's gone mech. What's he going to buy now? Well, he's getting the hood, I think, hood of Defiance. He's got the cloak already.
They'll probably need a pipe this game.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Both
yeah.
teams are probably going to need a pipe this game.
Yeah, God, yeah.
It's a lot of nukes.
And a big pause. Look at this Tinker. He's literally boots of travel just on cooldown. Like turn up in a lane, drop march, go to another lane, drop march. It's annoying.
Have you done a Tinker guide?
No, I haven't. I haven't even. I don't think I've ever. I think I've played him once. He's a great hero. Like this, he's interesting to watch. There's so much that people can do with him. And a good Tinker, when you see him with all his, when he's got all his items and everything, and the way he keeps someone locked down and just, he's awesome. But yeah, no, I've never played him and never made a guide about him. Because I haven't made a guide in a while actually, like for a hero. I think the last one I did was Cockle. That might have been a month ago. I've been doing other stuff.
What's on your plate, Pyrian? Tell us about what you have in store for us over the next few months.
Let me think. Well, the announcer pack will be coming out soon, hopefully. I've finished working on it. I had to do a load of redo stuff because, believe it or not, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but there are not triggers for everything that you'd expect in the game. So, for instance, there's no trigger for Quap using Sonic Wave, there's no trigger for Enigma using Black Hole, so you can't hang lines off those events, which is something that I'd done for like a whole bunch of spells. At the moment, you can't. I mean, obviously we're only in beta, but so at the moment, a lot of the lines I recorded they couldn't make it into the pack, so I had to go and record another bunch of lines and everything, so yeah. And it's obviously, Valve are in Seattle, I'm in the UK, so there's like an 8-hour time difference, so any emails, conversations take place overnight, and yeah, so it's it has been very tricky, but so I've been working on that a lot, and also just doing videos that are like just gameplay videos, like I did an Alan Wake video that I really enjoyed, so I've been doing that.
Like other games, you mean?
Yeah, just like I did just things where I just play a game and just commentate on that, because the hero guides, it sounds stupid, but you need to really be inspired. Like if I could just make a Tinker guide, but it wouldn't really be funny. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't found the sort of funniness to Tinker yet. So I guess if you don't like my guides, none of my guides are funny. But I need to be inspired by something about the hero that I find amusing. Then I can go make a guide about him. Like generally, if it's a hero I really hate, it's easy to make a guide. It's easy to make a guide where you just hate on a hero, like Void or whatever.
What's like a hero that you just don't care about? Like you don't hate him, you don't love him, like you don't even think about him, basically.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Lone Druid is up there. He's just such a boring hero. Like I couldn't even I only just noticed, genuinely only just noticed that he just throws these sort of flaming axes at people. Like I pay so little attention to him. He just bores me to tears. Lumbering around, old man, and the bear as well. They just bore me to tears. I don't know why. Visage, don't really care about Visage.
Well, with Lone Druid, I mean, have you seen some of the videos of like really good players who, use the ultimate to dodge stuns? Because when you go invulnerable for like a split second right when you're casting your ult, just to transform, like stuff like that, like blocking people away with the bear and
yeah.
No,
I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a highly skilled
Just
hero. Like,
doesn't get your blood
just
racing.
doesn't get me going. No, I mean like Quap's good. You know, she's cool. She got all the big spells. She blinks around. Enigma's exciting. He's got the black hole and everything like that. Jakiro, I could do a Jakiro guide actually because he's quite cool. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of heroes I just don't really like. Alchemist, meh. You know, who cares about Alchemist? Boring hero. Don't like him. Death Prophet, I don't know why. It doesn't do it for me. Just kind of. I mean, I do intend to do a guide for every single hero eventually, but there is definitely it'll take a while. I was going to do one a week, but then I thought I haven't got the energy.
Yeah, you want to make them something fun. Top lane, they're going to look to go here. Miracle, about to be very sad, I think. No, maybe not. They're not going yet. What's going on here? There's
DD on this Quap. They should look for a fight while they got DD on this Quap. There's the big song. Look at that. What is she saying? Come on, guys. Help me out.
I think First Departure has some confusion about what their plans are, because Miracle was like sitting around for a while, then decides to run.
Yeah.
I guess he just wanted to stall for his team while they split push. Maybe that was the plan.
Yeah, maybe. Handy tactic. What does it give you? What is it, 7 seconds, I think the song is? Yeah, 7. Mad amount of time. It's going to be the longest stun in the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work if you're magic immune. So that's the only issue, is if you cast it and someone has a BKB already active, it doesn't affect them.
Yeah. Is it a thing where people get a blink dagger on Naga so she can blink in and song, you know, rather than sort of walk up and give people a warning?
Yeah. So I'm just watching this Darkseer get black hole.
Oh, poor Darkseer. Did they solo black hole him? God, it always feels so personal when they do that.
He ganked the Lone Druid Bear again. He's getting a lot of Lone Druid Bear gold this game.
Yeah.
Like, who knew that bear was just made of gold?
By the way, if you look at the bear's items, the radiance actually glows while it's just sat in the inventory. I didn't even know it did that.
Oh, it pulsates!
Look at that!
It's pulsing!
Yeah. I've never seen that before. I don't know if that's new, but
when did they add that? What is going on?
Like animated icons? They must have done that in the last patch. I've never noticed it for any other items.
This is gonna just distract the hell out of me. I'm super ADD sometimes.
Look at that thing. Just watching it glow.
Oh no, he might lose his bear again. Blinking from Quap, huge! Oh, not unloaded. Now it goes. Nails it, I must say.
Nice. I think he cancelled that because he realized he was gonna miss. That was a nice catch.
Yeah, he wanted to hit 2 and the Shadow Demon had disrupted himself, so he just canceled it, then went again.
What's going on here? Well, they're pushing a lot. They realize, I think obviously, they realize that if they're going to beat First Departure, they need to win the team fights, but they also need to push. And they're doing that. I think they've got good push with the Eidolons and stuff. They and the Bear. They're both teams have good push. They don't have the same split push potential as First Departure, I don't think. But Execration here. Well, where's Tinker? He's dead. Perfect time to push.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Pulso. I haven't been able to keep an eye on him the whole game, but he's really underfarmed for a Tinker who had Boots of Travel at 9 minutes in the game. He's picked up a Soul Ring and has 1,500 gold. I haven't seen him stacking Ancients much. Neither has his team, and that's something that can really accelerate your farm, but now it gets a lot harder with the Tier 1 and the Tier 2 dead bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, you're right. 20 minutes in, this is not a particularly healthy-looking Tinker.
And suddenly...
There's that music!
Suddenly music.
What is that about?
I don't know, man. Oh, is she really gonna live? Oh, no. No chance.
Run, Disruptor! Oh, he's in trouble.
He's a pathetic little raptor when he tries to escape. No, maybe he's not. Maybe he'll live. He wands up. Then he dies.
Wow. They had to go all out to take him down there, and that was nice. It's always good when you at least delay the inevitable.
Well, he's got 2 bracers. They're such a... Like, bracers is an item that pubs will never get, or very rarely, but it's really one of the best items in the game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for the cost, look at the abilities. It gives pluses to everything, and especially strength. For someone like Disruptor, even just, like you said, a couple of braces makes all the difference. It does. And you can build them into other things. They're very useful items.
And the nice thing is, they're easy to build. Because the issue with the reason a relic is often an item you don't see in competitive play is because even for here like Lone Druid, who can farm a relic, you could also just build a Maelstrom. And if you die, it doesn't matter, you've already spent the gold. And with a Bracer, you only need like 150 to get that first component, so...
Yep. Anything that you can break down. Oh, the Quap blinks in there to try and get Tinker, but he's TP'd out, and she's stuck in the trees now for a little while. I think she thought he'd blinked into that thicket, but it was another thicket. And look at the classic Tinker, off he goes. Whoa, why'd he cancel?
Wait, what?
He was TPing top and then he cancelled and went back to base. I think to just pick up his blink dagger. There you go.
I'm really not sure how this game's going to turn out, because in theory, First Departure is the better split pushing lineup. Like, Lone Druid and Queen of Pain are strong split pushers, but you're up against Tinker, Naga, and Darkseer. That's probably 3 of the best in the game, aside from maybe Nature's Prophet and PL, or Kotal, I guess, but 3 of the best in the game, and yet they're so far on the defensive, and their supports are squishy enough that Queen of Pain can just solo kill heroes, and...
Yeah, as we've seen with Darkseer, he's had a pretty miserable time of it. He died like 3 or 4 times? How many times did Darkseer die? Yeah, 4 times.
Well, he really wants the bear. Like, they freaking hate
that bear.
They hate it. They really hate it. I want to point out, nice annoying play by the Naga, just putting the illusions mid, backstabbing the creep wave. So even though Execration wants to push, they can't.
Yeah.
Good micro for Miracle.
He's very good. I mean, he's... Oh, they've smoked up here. I think they're smoking to see if they can catch someone doing the Ancients, but there is nobody there. I think they're expecting to catch the Tinker there. They're just... I think they're as surprised as anybody that the Tinker is not doing these Ancients. But he is just focusing on push, push, push.
And it's annoying. Shift cues that blink into the trees, but they may just go at him right now. Double blinks into the trees. It's whack-a-mole. They're not going to find him.
That's why he got the blink dagger right there. Because these guys will catch him if they can. That was nice with the skewer and the...
Yeah.
Well, it would have been worth a black hole for sure.
And something that a lot of people don't realize is that Midnight Pulse can be used to clear off trees as well.
Yeah, I only found that out the other day. Extremely handy. I love clearing trees. It's one of my favorite things.
It's like, honestly, one of the most useless abilities in the game, because you never want to be casting that when you could just be black holing, because if you cast that, then during that time people can maybe stun you or just get out of black hole range, so you never really see it used in most games, but it is good for that one thing, clearing trees.
Yeah, it is good for clearing trees. You know what? If you can get a BKB up and pop it, you can get in there, Midnight Pulse and then Black Hole. It is tricky, but they've got the setup stun with RP, so that is feasible. Like, they could do it. But you do need that setup stun to do it. Otherwise, as you say, people just Delta Split and they're away from the Black Hole.
Is that how you say it? Delta Split!
You have to say Delta Split! It's got an exclamation mark on it, no matter how you... You've got to shout.
Not like, Delta Split!
No, it's got to be Delta Split.
Okay.
Emphasis on the Delta. Because there are other splits. I don't want to talk about the other splits. That's really top tier. So you got to emphasize Delta so people know which split you're doing. It matters, LD.
Are they? They're getting split pushed a bit here, period. Bottom lane.
Nice net. The ult goes down, but Magasiren walks out. Just her illusions get caught. And, well, there was a Midnight Pulse for you. How about that?
Yeah, good for something.
Midnight Pulse on top of Static Field. Actually, that's pretty cool. If you think about Static Field, that'll give you... Or Kinetic Field, sorry. If he maxes out, which he hasn't, but it'll be 4 seconds. Midnight Pulse, you get 4 seconds of Midnight Pulse at max level. That's like 6% per second tick.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
She is stuck in the trees. She's got a Quelling Blade. Now she goes for the TP. Of course.
And that's what we call a cock block.
Yep. I thought she was going to Quelling Blade and just walk away, but of course she had a TP. I would be caught there without a TP.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like Execration is starting to struggle a bit. They had that strong start, but it's hard to keep on finding the kills. It's hard to actually convert the advantage into a broken base, into tier 3s down, into Rex, into Roshan, and it doesn't really get easier for them. If they get a Hex on the Queen of Pain, that will help. She is building towards one, but... It's one thing to jump out to a lead against this kind of lineup the First Departure has, but actually winning the game is a completely different matter.
Yeah. Also, I mean, look at this. Jakiro is just calmly going around. This is the kind of thing that First Departure do. Their supports really, really, really look after the carries. They stack the jungle every chance they get. And I mean, alright, Tinker hasn't been stacking the Ancients, but Naga's going in the Ancients now. But I just love that support play. Like, it's so nice to see. It's great to play with when you play with really good support players, just continually stacking the jungle. You can turn up to farm the jungle and it's been triple stacked behind your back. You're like, oh, what a nice thing to do.
It's like if someone cuts your steak for you, basically, and you just have to eat it. That's all you have to do. Like Babby Flex.
Who cuts your steak for you? I don't give a steak.
It's well, no, but it's like what parents do for their kids. You know, they help them cut their food when they're young and stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I mean, you know,
yeah, Babby Flex maybe shouldn't be eating a hunk of steak.
Big hunk of steak. Let me cut your steak for you, honey. Yeah, she's not a Texan baby.
I'm not trying to choke. I'm not trying to get her to choke. I promise.
Oh, they're going on this Darkseer again. That bear wants his blood. Definitely. The bear's died a lot of times to this Darkseer.
Uh-oh. Here's the
He could
blink
be in
in.
trouble here.
Yep, no
Magnus.
entangle. No
Yeah,
entangle.
skew
Now
away.
the purge. Now the hate. The hate on this bear.
Oh,
These structures are fortified.
and they can't. This march is such a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. They get it finally. Queen of Pain gets the tower.
But
They've taken almost all their tier 2s. They've got one tier 2 left. If they can win a team fight, they can get up here and maybe get a Rax. That would give them a really, really good chance in this game.
meanwhile, bottom lane though, they're trading.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, this is the problem.
This is the Naga. And the thing is, Tinker just immediately goes back and starts doing the exact same thing on the other side of the map. And the reason Naga's so ridiculous at this is the illusions help you push, the Riptide helps you push, but the big thing is you have your ult. So if they ever go on you, unless they can kill you, chain stun you and kill you, you just press R and TP away. And not many other carries can do that.
No, I mean, honestly, 7 seconds for the song. It is ludicrous. You can use it to set up, you can use it to escape, like you said. It is crazy. I'm glad they nerfed her base damage. She was ridiculous.
Just do the math. It's a 60-second sleep cooldown with a 7-second duration. You can actually sleep the enemy team over 10% of the game.
Yeah.
They can spend
Good.
10% of their game slept once you get to level 16 from there on out. That's pretty insane.
It's like Troll's ult. If you look at Troll's ult, like pretty much half the time you can have like plus 100 attack speed. It's plus 100, isn't it? I think. Troll's ult.
Yeah, it's really high. Is it even more? I think that might be at level 1. I think it levels up. But yeah, I mean, look at the lanes. Just look at the map. If you just press F2, you can see the Radiant Vision. They have trouble even maintaining vision solely because all the lanes are always pushed into their base, whereas for First Departure, they see a lot more.
Yeah. God, yeah, look at that.
And there's, like,
didn't
no
know
wards on the
these
map.
this is fascinating. This is like watching the Radiance animation. I'm just switching back and forth between the two. Yeah, look at these lanes pushed up. This is the problem. Tinker's going to keep them hemmed in the whole time, and Naga Siren too. Would it be feasible to get Boots of Travel on her?
Yeah, eventually, but she's probably going to want at least one more combat item, like a Heart of Tarrasque first, and just to make sure she won't be able to die. But they're actually looking to break the base now. I'm not sure First
Tinker's
Departure is
TPing
ready.
back.
under attack.
They really want multiple waves of March of the Machines already out. They're going to be late to the fight. There's your vacuum. But they're doing a lot of damage to the tower. This is actually a little bit sloppy from First Departure. They weren't quite ready for this. Like, this March should have been here before they even arrived.
Yeah, I think Tinker just blinked into the trees, and he took a little bit of time to get up there. That was, I don't know, like it looked to me like he TP'd back to base and then had to walk up there. I don't know. I was looking bottom, unfortunately, but yeah, that was a bit sloppy. They could catch this Naga. Nope, they're going to set up a team fight. They only catch a Disruptor. There goes the song. Oh, they get Lone Druid as well. BKB from Enigma. He's looking for the big black hole.
Holy shit!
Oh, that RP! Look, they're going to kill them all.
What? What was that black hole? Oh my god! What a limbo Dota! Wow!
Big buybacks from Tinker and Naga. They're going to try and hold them off. If they can get up there and get this tower, this would be absolutely huge.
No! After such a hero black hole, he dies to the march, and now the Naga illusion denies the gem. Oh, period.
Oh man,
That-
that was beautiful.
That was the sexiest black hole I've ever seen.
And the follow-up with the RP and everything, oh man. Yeah, that was pretty. That was really pretty. But now First Departure just, we'll just all buy back and
Yeah, that's-
kill the Enigma, kill the Quap, and there goes your push.
That's the power of their lineup. As long as they have buyback, they can lose a huge team fight and then just still stop you from pushing anyway.
Yeah.
And we missed one kill there at the end. Tinker actually picks off the Queen of Pain. But yeah, the lanes are going back. They're getting pushed in again.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's such a silly way to play, but I mean it's brutally effective, like you said. It is
Yeah.
brutal.
It is quietly efficient. Nagasaran going in on the Lone Druid here, bot slows him down. Wow, look at this. I think she's going to get him. Where's the net?
Iwi actually dodged the net with a well-timed true form, but it doesn't matter. It looks like he's going to die anyway.
She doesn't use it.
She
Kills the bear.
She wanted to kill the bear too. She wants all the gold.
Yeah, that was greedy. Nice.
If you kill him by killing the bear, you get an extra 100 gold for the bear death.
Awesome.
Whereas if it just dies, you don't. So he's just typical Miracle Dota for you.
Yeah, always picking up the little edge there. That was nice. Yeah, he's got pretty much everything he needs. I mean, that's the problem with, is it Execration? I can't pronounce their team name.
I think it's Execration. I'm not sure though.
Execration. Okay. Well, anyway, they won that awesome team fight. But, well, the lanes were all pushed right back. A bunch of them died, and they're going to give up Roche here. What are they? Is Black Hole still down? I think it probably is. Yeah, it's down for a whole minute.
Buyback is so good against heroes like Enigma. You know?
Yeah.
This is where you need to refresh your orb.
Yeah, seriously. What's he got? Well, he's got all his items now. But this is the central problem with Enigma. I mean, you land an awesome Black Hole, you couldn't make the most of it, and now they basically have to sit back for a minute. Because without the Black Hole, I don't think they could win a team fight, genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, they got the Black Hole, they had the massive team fight, and they're just giving away Roche. The lanes are getting pushed. The Aegis on the Naga. So now she can be way more aggressive. And she's building... is it a Lincoln Sphere or is it a Scythe device? I'm not sure. Either one would be quite helpful.
I'm just looking at the chat from about a minute ago when on the stream from the Black Hole, people just losing their minds. It was awesome. It was awesome. But I still think they're probably going to lose, unfortunately for them. But yeah, as you said, got all these... they managed to push top lane back, but like you push a lane, but it's a bit like building a sandcastle as the tide's coming in. And you're like quickly repairing a rampart, but the water comes and knocks it down just without mercy. And I think the tide is going to destroy Execration.
Here comes the death push. They don't have Tinker set up yet. I don't know.
Black Hole up. Black Hole is back up. I think they're just saying, look, guys, we've just got to get up there, try and get a team fight. We've got Skewer, we've got Black Hole, we got Glimpse and Static Field, and you know, if you can get Static Storm, if they can stack all their ults, win a team fight.
Get in that ass.
Dear.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Blinking. Skewer's out.
There's the Skewer.
Yeah.
Pigged. Kill the Darkseer. There goes the ult. There goes the Naga song. Ice
Oh.
Path. They're gonna kill off Limber before he can Black Hole. Oh, there it goes. Enigma still. Magma still has RP. There it is. He gets two. I think. Yep. Down goes Shadow Demon. Down goes Jakiro. Disruption. Down goes Magnus. Quat BKB. I think Tinker's gonna finish her off.
Oh man,
yeah.
but he's dying to the march. 4 heroes dead. It's so hard to break this base. Just so.
Even when they kill 3, Tinker and Naga are back up, and yeah, they got big trouble.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jesus.
But they had to, like they have to go for these fights. They were unlucky with the song and the Ice Path set it up perfectly. It's unfortunate. Enigma couldn't get his Black Hole off. I think that would have changed things. Magnus did manly work, but yeah, what can you do?
I mean, and maybe if he did. Actually, Queen of Pain did buy back as well, and I mean, just not
Has
able.
Darkseer even got a wall off in a fight yet? I'm not convinced he has.
Well, this last fight, he got blink skewered out, then he got hexed, and then he was killed off. So I think. Actually, yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember
think he
seeing a
has.
wall
I
in
think
the
you're right.
game.
I think we saw one way earlier, but not in a team fight for sure.
Yeah, because they just get him as like focus him down as quick as they can. What is he
So
getting now? He's got his pipe, like you said. Got his mech, got his pipe. He's an interesting hero, Darkseer. You can get a whole bunch of items are viable on him.
it's like that friend who pretty much just can and will wear like any outfit, like doesn't any sort of clothes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They don't have to match. Just throw it all
Yeah.
on.
And you're like, wow, they look really cool. And then you try it and you look like an idiot. Not you specifically, OD.
Sure.
I mean, one tries it. Look at this Radiance burn. I can't stop looking at the Radiance now.
It is pretty.
Hypnotized. The bear is looking for Nagasar and bot. They're going to try and get an entangle. She hasn't got much mana. She's got enough for a song. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. And she TP's out. What rubbish. Oh, wait a minute. What happened there?
What?
Well, she songed. I thought she was going to TP out, but instead she just walks away.
Did she cancel her TP?
Think so.
She must have. No, she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't have one.
No, she's just gone and bought one, I think, because she just used one. And then she just went and bought one. Like, I'm sure I saw the effect for teleporting out and then cancelled. Well, I'm probably wrong.
Well, no, but I mean, maybe it's a spectator mode because it says her TP's off cooldown. Here comes the big fight, though. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Kibo caught a bit out of position. Static Storm didn't really do a whole lot, but now they will catch the Shadow Demon, bring him down. 2 heroes dead. Meanwhile, mid lane, Miracle just charging in, looking to push that out. Top lane, it's Darkseer trying to stall, and bottom lane, it will be Tinker, who does have a Scythe device now. And another pause.
We saw a Midnight Pulse used in combat there, LD. I hope you saw that.
That was probably why they won that fight as well.
Yeah. that 6% per second tick. I mean, it's 8 seconds. If you can get them stuck in there, like if you stack that on top of Warlock's slow, it is really powerful, but it's so situational. Like I think every spell in the game has its utility, but some of them are just they're a bit specific in their usefulness.
Yeah, it's something, man. It's something.
But just look at that, 6% of max damage per second for 8 seconds. That is really, really strong.
Yeah, if you stand at it for the full 8 seconds, it is. It's half your
the
health.
thing. If you can stack everything up on top of Midnight Pulse, but it would be awesome, but it's tough to do.
Wait,
This
up.
Quap is...
Manly as hell. Holy shit, but she's about to get hexed and die. Not even
Zapped.
hexed, just zapped.
Laser.
Blinded you with silence. Pew pew! I love the Tinker. I mean, honestly, like, it's the best voice in the game, in my opinion.
Really? I thought you were a big Gyrocopter fan.
Yeah, well, like, all those heroes, like Gyrocopter, Tinker, and Sniper, just like those nerdy, obnoxious, like, mad
Yeah,
scientist or, like, professionals have standards!
Yeah, it just makes you want to kill him even more.
Yeah, it just makes you want to, like, smack him in the face so bad, but... The problem, like, heroes like that, like, well, Gyro's a little more manly, but Sniper and Tinker are just, like, constantly dodging you, and they'll never take a fair fight.
Yeah. By the way, have you noticed Jakiro still only has boots 1?
He's...
Like, look at that.
The thing is, when you run a lineup like First Departures, there's nowhere for the supports to farm, except maybe the jungle, because Miracle's farm... Not even the jungle, because Miracle's farming the jungle, he's pushing the lane, same for the Tinker, same for the Darkseer. Even the Darkseer struggles to find farm at this point. It's kind of the one downside, really.
Sorry about the baby shouting. She's eating lunch.
Oh, apparently just someone's telling me that Disruptor glimpsed the Naga. I was actually reading Skype at the time, so I was a little distracted,
okay.
but...
Okay, yeah, that was the glimpse.
And it's just a
that makes
visual bug where the TP says it has no cooldown. So, apparently that's why.
sense. Okay.
That's what I get for checking to make sure the stream's still online. And people are like, you noob
She's gonna
caster.
catch Disruptor out.
And then
She's all on her own. She's out of there.
Oh, BKB! Blink into the Hex! That'll allow you to bypass that song, and she dead.
She is dead. Does she have buyback?
Yeah.
For 67 seconds?
Of course she has buyback.
Yeah, of
Let's
course
be
she has,
honest. But no
Yeah.
item progression. So this is an important kill.
Yeah, 373 last hits, LB. Holy cow.
It's for Miracle, it's like low compared to his anti-mage, and he didn't go Radiance, which would allow you to accelerate your farm even more, but they're most likely going to force a buyback here. They need him in this fight.
I mean, that's 10 a minute over the course of the game, and given that it was probably slower earlier, God knows what it is now. I mean, at this stage, they can just take their crazy creeps, and they are straight up. Would Pipe help against the March, or is it physical damage?
They need Pipe. It's magical damage, it goes through BKB, but it will be blocked by Pipe. Buyback for the Naga, they're going to look to fight now. Pulse all the way out, everybody trying to escape. They vacuum back in Chemo. Chemo's dropping low. He may fall yet. Blink in. RP number 1 for the Mag, who has a Refresher Orb. Force Staff back. The Darkseer trying to live. BMW gonna skewer his way out of there. But with this buyback, they're on the hunt.
If they can suck them... Oh, I was going to say if they can suck them into a trap here, Black Hole is up, but they are going to get this Enigma before he can do anything.
They have the wall.
Blinks away.
Are we gonna see our first wall of the game? No! No walls!
Still no wall.
And
Well, that
Tinker's
was-
on the chase. Tinker's on the chase. Blink forward. Hex's Sex Baby needs another Hex. Additional Hexes are there. More lasers. More damage. Pew pew. Down he goes. They get the kill. They defend the Rex. And now Miracle's
man.
pushing mid. But he can't actually get this tower. No. Maybe? No. Can't do it.
No, backdoor protection too strong. In comes Darkseer.
The thing is, Naga's really not a hard carry. Like, she doesn't actually do that much damage. She used to have
Yeah.
a built-in critical strike a while ago, but it's been replaced for, like, years with Riptide, which is a strong mid-game spell, but doesn't scale as well as the old hero, and as a result, she's not really that great of a pusher, although critical strike doesn't help you versus towers, obviously, but it's great for doing damage in fights versus heroes,
Right.
and she doesn't scale as well with items. I mean, she still benefits from them a lot, but... Not
Yeah.
like a
I mean, I
Void,
guess
not like a
Riptide,
PA.
at this point, it's just going to help her farm a bit, right? I mean, that's pretty much all she
Yeah,
can use
it helps
for.
a little in the fights, but it's not really a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, 220 damage and -5 armor, yeah, that's really, at max level, that's really not that awesome. And Snare is awesome, though. I mean, that's, on a 14-second cooldown, it's a pretty strong net. 5-second net, that's something.
What a ridiculous game one. Look at the gold graph. It's been like 2 to 5k the entire time, which is outrageously close when you consider that both teams have farmed almost 70,000 gold. That is really close. We've seen buybacks, we've seen a 5-hero black hole, and still the game races on. And
yeah, I mean, I honestly think, you know, they've stayed in it with all the sort of the Tinker, like you said. The Tinker has not farmed as well as we might have expected, and I think if he had farmed as well as Miracle has with Naga, then the gold graph would be way in their favor. But I'm not sure what's happened. He hasn't.
He's died a lot. I mean, to be honest,
he has.
for their style, 4 deaths is a lot because it's all split push. They're not really fighting, and it's also they didn't stack the ancients really. Tinker's a hero who basically his farm accelerates dramatically once he gets his boots of travel, and then once he starts accumulating more items. Because when you get more items, you have more mana to work with, so you don't have to go back to base as often. So you can be more efficient with your farming. You also can rearm quicker, and those things all add up. Every little second that you don't have to spend rearming or going back to base is a second you can spend farming, but yeah, it's not really the most efficient. Still, he's up to 4.5k. He could get a Shiva soon. Could get a Lincoln Sphere, which might be a good choice this game. We'll see.
Quap just bumped into Naga in the woods and managed to... I wonder if they're going to try and set something up here top. No, I thought the supports were coming in to sort of gank, but no. She's tough to catch. She's a tough lady to catch.
Yeah, Darkseer with a plate mail. He's getting a Shiva soon, it looks like. They already... I guess they could get an Assault Caress on him, but Shivas, they could really use just some additional AoE to help... And also versus Lone Druid, the R is really nice. Look at... Oh my god, look at Enigma. Walks through one march, loses half his health.
God, yeah. It's the biggest problem with Enigma is trying to tank him up. He's got Ghost Scepter, which I think that's going to help him survive.
Oh my god, look at mid! They're smoke ganking the base, they get the racks, they want 2 lanes, or 2 racks, they will get it. Range to melee. Wow. Now they back out. The Gambit from Execration. Really well played.
That was perfect. And they might even be able to catch Nagasiren in the woods here. One thing, look at this. Both teams, press on the F2 and the F3. Is it me or there's only one ward on the entire map? Oh wait, sorry, there's one top and one sort of mid-ish.
Yeah, there's been very little time to go warding. The lanes you always have to go defend the lanes, especially if you're Execration, and if you're first departure, well, you don't really need wards because you're always pushing, so you pretty much know where they are. But that was a brilliant gambit. Execration takes the throne, or not the throne, the Rex.
Yeah, for all this lane pushing, they're the ones who lost the racks. That was great. They need to do that again, definitely.
1 lane of Rex is not... First Departure can probably even lose 2 lanes and still have a shot at winning this game, though, just because of their lineup. You need to basically mega creep them to even feel remotely secure, and that's only if they're dead or if your team's all alive. Then you can feel relatively safe, but this Roche will help. It will allow them to maybe be aggressive with their split push. I'm surprised to see a tower deny. Honestly, the gold's not even relevant. I think just having that barrier up mid is ideal, but... Well,
it was down to one auto attack would have done it. Like a creep would have got it in the very next.
Yeah, didn't see that. Tinker's going back to base, but the thing is, he doesn't really care because he's back in action.
Yeah, and there's the Aegis for Darkseer. Good on you.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more Roche attempts this game.
Yeah, that's the second, right?
Yeah, I think so. No cheese.
Yeah. So what are they going to do? They're going to try and fight top here. They look well. They know that Nagasiren's way down here.
Oh no. Darkseer could get RP'd right now. No, blink it. RP catches 3. RP number 2 is available. He'll arcane up. He'll do it again. Where's the static storm? Where's the black hole? It's not there. The sleep is keeping them alive. They're all retreating. They're fighting. The wall is deployed. The vacuum pulls them all in. Skewering out. Magnus says, get me out of here, man. But he's going to drop to that wall. Big damage. The bear to fall. Now the blink in. Now the black hole. But only catches a lonely Tinker. Darkseer walks into it. Now the Queen of Pain ult might be enough to bring him down. Not quite yet. Limbo on the way out. They still haven't gotten the second lane of Rex. The bear may die again. This will be 2 bear deaths period. I don't know. I don't think it was enough. They may be in trouble now, actually, with Black Hole and Double RP both cooling down.
Yeah, that fight went about as badly for them as it could have done. I think Magnus ran out of mana was his problem there. If you looked at his mana halfway through the fight, he had nothing. And his arcane boots were on cooldown, so I think he didn't have enough after refreshing. You know, he barely had enough for a skewer. So, yeah, that did not go well. Black Hole only caught 1. I think he got the Darkseer Tinker. Yeah, it was tough. A tough fight. They didn't land all the spells they needed to land. and they didn't do a single bit of damage to the tower. Look at that. The tower's absolutely fine. So yeah, not great.
And that was with double. They didn't even get the Aegis off the map either. Darkseer still has that. Our first wall,
Yeah.
our first wall was actually quite scary, in spite of the fact that, I mean, there's no great hero to replicate because you can't make an illusion of the Lone Druid Spirit Bear. It only copies heroes, and none of these heroes really do much damage directly. It's all through the Lone Druid Bear. It's all through spells. So even though it's not a great lineup to catch them in a wall, it's still Darkseer wall. It still hurts.
Yeah, it still hurts. Yeah, it's still the last thing you want in your face. But yeah, and now that I think they're going to go and they're going to have to defend without. Well, what is
They have one
up?
RP. That's it.
They have one RP to defend with, and that's it. And well, Queen of Pain just used her ult on a wave of creeps. That's something.
Meanwhile, bottom lane.
Yeah.
Here comes the push. Song to start. They get vacuumed into the soul. What a nice combo. Macro Pyre as well. They're all melting. They're all exploding. In comes the Darkseer, trying to bring the rest down. They haven't all fallen yet. 2 are dead. Can they buy back? If they can't, Execration may get Raxed here. Blinking forward is Pulsar. A secondary Hex on the Limbo. Taking the Rax down in short order. They need 2 lanes of Rax, ideally off of this fight. That's what you're going to want. Double RP available in 20 seconds, but they'll lose 1. The Naga army goes to work. RP number 1 is applied. Goes for the skewer, gets vacuumed out, completely whiffs the skewer as a result. Now the 4-step, the twin-headed dragon onto the low ground, and the Darkseer in the middle of the fight, doing what he can, dropping the Shivas, tanking a lot of damage from Queen of Pain, actually manning up like a boss. This guy won't die. He's going to kill the Lone Druid, who just fought back, and he's going to be dead for 80 seconds, and with that, that might be it. They may be able to get 2-3 lanes of Rax with no Lone Druid. There's no physical damage. Whoa, wow. I don't know if Execration could fight. And they had their first Rax, but it's, you know, it's like we talked about. They need a lot more than 1 to win this game.
God, the setup there with the vacuum into Ice Wall with the Naga song to set. Oh, that was just beautiful. That was absolutely perfect. I mean, Darkseer could man up. He could afford to. He had the Aegis. He was just charging around, Iron Shelled, bring it on. He could do whatever he wants. He's got his Shivas now as well.
You you don't want to get into a split push war with First Departure. If there's one thing I've learned from casting their games, it's so hard. I don't know if I've seen them lose a game with this where it's kind of played this way. Maybe, I'm sure they have, but, well...
Oh, look at this. They've caught Quap, Enigma, and Disruptor just outside the base. I think they're just going to use it to run away. Yeah, they didn't get the second lane of Rax, but, well, this is going to be tough. I think Execration now have to win the next team fight, or they're basically, well, that's it. I mean, you know, there's no coming back now. They've got Black Hole up, they've got RP and Refresher up. They've got to land this perfectly, LD.
And it's a double, it's probably going to be buybacks on all the core heroes now. That's the issue, is even if you kill First Departure with that first set of ults, Darkseer, Naga, and Tinker all are very likely to buybacks. Even after the Butterfly, Miracle sitting on 4k gold. 4 freaking K.
Look at the items
he's
now.
a fountain of money.
Terrifying. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Got his Diff Blade, he's got his Manta, Butterfly, and Lincoln's. No problemo. What's Quap got? Well, BKB, Scythe. Yeah, not really comparable.
Man, that was just so sick. I can't get over that. That's the first time I've ever seen a vacuum into a Naga sleep, because some of those heroes were out of range of the sleep at first. And then the Ice Path came and just canceled immediately. That's something... A lot of Naga players struggle with that, is they leave the sleep up too long, or they turn it off too early, but that was the perfect time to turn it off right away.
Yeah.
And
there's that video of the guy sleeping, and then his team drop all their ults on top of the enemy team while they're slept, and he doesn't cancel the song. Like, I honestly think some people know you can't do that, but like they drop a chronosphere and all kinds of stuff, and yeah, he's chilling there.
You actually didn't used to be able to. It used to be like when you use song, it's just on the whole time. That was the old Son of the Siren. It also did not used to affect buildings. Oh, no, just illusions, mid. Meaning, like, you could use it to backdoor. So basically, you sleep their team, and then you kill their buildings while they're all slept. That used to be the case. Now it also makes the buildings invulnerable, so... it used to be, like, if you got late enough with a Naga in the game, she pretty much couldn't lose. Because she'd get to your base, she'd sleep you, she'd kill your Rax. Now she's just setting up a fight, I guess.
No? Yeah,
just
no.
Just being an asshole.
Yeah, just messing with them.
Wow, that was... No, wow. Oh my god. So she sleeps them all, but she keeps the and sends the illusions in, but keeps the... Basically, the sleep was out of range of the buildings, so the buildings weren't invulnerable, but the heroes were. That is just filthy good play from Miracle.
Miracle so far. He in both the games I've seen, he is an extremely, extremely impressive player to watch. Really, really, really good.
I mean, you can still use the ult to sort of, not backdoor, but kind of cheesily take down buildings like that if you're really clever, but I don't think I've ever actually seen that in a competitive game. I've definitely seen the ult used to allow you to push and then just TP out if it gets rough, but that was just really clever positioning. He moves the hero back, makes sure that only the enemy heroes are slept, so they can't kill the illusions, then just pretty much kills the barracks with his illusions while they're not invulnerable. That's some next level Naga play right there.
That really is. And look at this. They are smoked up and they are looking for a fight here top. I think they sense trouble. They managed to catch a Shadow Demon. Big RP catches 2. Are they going to manage to get... There's the Black Hole. They're going to finish off Darkseer. They've already got Shadow Demon. They caught him in the static field. He's in big trouble. He goes down. Are they going to be buybacks? They're going to get Jakiro as well. If they can win this fight... Oh, Ice Path just cancelled. In comes Tinker. There's the Ice Path now. Catches 2. Oh, where is everybody?
Miracle's ending the game. Miracle's trying to win this game right now.
You look at this. Miracle with the split push. Did he get glimpsed?
No, not Miracle. Miracle's still mid. He's still pushing.
But he was bot, and then he ended up top.
He's just... No, those were some illusions. He's just walked his hero over to the mid lane. And he's going for the throne. There's no glyph. This is going to be a base race. I don't think they can win. There's no way. Miracle's already on the racks. He actually nets the courier for some extra gold into his pockets. Buyback from Tinker. Towers falling. This is going to be the end of game 1, period. First Departure are going to jump out to a 1-game lead. And they just can't even leave. They're trying to get back to the base. The Song of the Siren is here. If he ever gets into a bit of trouble, he's dropping a little bit. He's still got Manta. It's going to cool down. He's got Mirror Image in 10. Maybe not the end just yet, but now it gets even harder. The base is thoroughly excoriated, execrated, and now BMW to melt. He'll die as well.
Oh, the Lincolns blocks the Malefice. He's going to go on Enigma now. There's the Song. He can walk past him. He's just going to walk past him. And
oh, not again. He's doing it. He's winning the game with this crazy, clever, backdooring shenanigan tactic of his. And now he may die, though, but he's got buyback. It won't be a big deal if he dies here. And now the creeps. The throne. The throne, period. It's dropping. It's dropping. They're doing it.
Oh
He's
God.
done it. Wow.
That was so mean. That was the meanest way to win. Oh, man.
Wow.
Brilliant.
It's now it's now Syphilis Siren.
Look at, I mean, 558. You know, you look at the scores for the kills and deaths and assists. It wasn't a high kills game. 558. You might think, but he did everything in that game. That Naga Siren. He did absolutely everything. That was brilliant.
Well, there's just no words. That was such an impressive conclusion to the game, and it shows you how hard it is to break First Departure's lineup. It looked fantastic for Execration throughout that game, but in the end, they just couldn't finish the job. They played well, though, and I think they maybe have a shot, but beating First Departure at their own game seems nigh impossible. This is a best out of 3. Game 2 is coming up next. I'm LD. He's Period. If you enjoy his casting, follow him, twitter.com/PeriodFlax, youtube.com/Ted himself, and myself, twitter.com/LDDota. Stay tuned. More action after this.